Hey Ringside crew, welcome to the internationally known Dudes at Ringside podcast. And now here's your host, Joe Panther III.
Hello there, wrestling fans, and welcome to another episode of the internationally known Dudes at Ringside podcast. I am Joe Panther III, and we are in the middle of Spooky Wrestling Month, and I'm excited about this. I have a young lady that is absolutely sending a witch sign out for all of the wrestlers in the UK countries. I'm so glad to have her on. My green room is glowing red, and I don't know why. Why are all my representatives running back and forth with demonic stuff? Oh my gosh. My representative told me to scare got. Whoa, my prompters are now erroring. What's going on in the studio? Oh, okay. I'll do this myself. Let's give a warm Dudes at Ringside podcast for Venus. Welcome.
Hello.
What did you do to my whole crew? Why are they all like acting weird? What
You don't want to know.
Oh, jeez. So Venus, welcome to Dudes at Ringside. If my American fans are not familiar with you, and why would they not be? Introduce yourself.
It's a good question. Why would they not be? I am Venus. I am a professional wrestler based out of Glasgow, Scotland. I have trained with Glasgow Pro Wrestling Asylum for 3 years now, which is the official training school of Insane Championship Wrestling, the top promotion in all of Scotland. I have even featured on some of their programming.
Awesome. So, how long did it take you to find the school, and was it did you find it easier or harder to like really sink your teeth into this?
So, I am not a childhood wrestling fan.
We're done. Just kidding.
I'm one of the anomalies where I started watching wrestling during COVID. I was still in high school, and my friends came to me and went, essentially, we don't understand how you don't like wrestling. You're a theater kid. We're going to get you to watch wrestling. And the way that they did that was that they introduced me to characters first and showcased me gimmicks, because that's how they thought they were going to sell me on wrestling. So they showed me The Fiend Bray Wyatt, because they went, cool, he's spooky, he's campy, he's everything that we think you'll love from wrestling. And yeah, they were right. I immediately fell in love with the character and binge-watched the entirety of Firefly Funhouse back-to-back. Once that was solidified, they decided, right, cool, now let's get you into the actual wrestling portion of this. So the first match I watched in late 2020 was The Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels at Mania 25. It is still my favorite wrestling match of all time. Not just because it's my first, just because I think it's brilliant. And then by the time kind of SummerSlam 21 had rolled around, SummerSlam 2021, sorry, not SummerSlam 21 specifically. But SummerSlam 2021 rolled around, I had decided that when I moved up to uni, because I was moving up to Glasgow, I was going to give this a go. I had already been on stage, I'd already done multiple theatre works, and I went, right, let's give this a go. And it turned out that the school I was looking at, which was GPWA, was right around the corner from my student accommodation. And I mean literally a 5-minute walk.
Wow.
So I would get in from classes on Mondays after signing up, and I would head over and train. And
wow.
Yeah,
that's awesome. Like, so you pretty much you just took your gym bag and you just would walk from your house. Like, what time did practice normally start? Like, and you're really close, so you don't have to like freak out and like, oh God, like, and you're running through the neighborhoods, jumping the fences, trying to get to the school.
No, I would literally wander around about 15 minutes towards like the start of class, and I'd be there on time. Because it was always in the evening. It's still always in the evening now. So like the beginner classes I was taking, because we were working on an intake system, So you do 8 weeks of block 1, and then 8 weeks of block 2, and then 8 weeks of block 3, and it kind of gets more and more advanced as you go, so that you're learning skills as you develop. And they're always like 6 to 8 at night.
Let's go a little bit further into your training. What was the toughest part? Like, what was the toughest part of the training?
I mean, the standard answer is getting your fitness in shape, because it's deeply tough to get to that point where you feel ready and you feel capable to be able to run a 8-10 minute match. That's incredibly difficult. I'd argue that finding your character and finding your gimmick is probably the most difficult part of any of it. Like, you can get through the intake, and that's tough. It's hard on your body, it's hard on your mind. But once you get through that and you've accomplished something, you then have to take the steps of becoming a wrestler. And that involves creating a persona, creating a personality, creating a character. And I think that is genuinely the most difficult part about wrestling. Venus, myself, I've gone through several iterations of who I am, and I will go through several more, because you've got to constantly develop that character.
That's that you were Venus, are you reading my mind today? Because that's where my brain is going right now with this interview with you. Like, when did you finally, because I know people draw up their character, their outfits, and was there always that outfit that you wear in the ring, Venus, or did you have another original outfit that you're like, nah, this is not what I want to stay with?
So I had an original set of gear that was designed and made by a friend of mine who did costume design at university. I really liked it. I loved it. It was split black and white with angel wings, because I was at that point the fallen angel. And it just wasn't working. It wasn't. Unfortunately, it wasn't. By the time that I'd gotten to using it, the shape of my body had changed, and because I'd been putting in the work, to the point where it no longer suited me. And I loved it. It's a shame. I still have it because I'm never getting rid of that. It's made by a friend of mine. I love it dearly. But then after that, I kind of took a step back and re-looked at the character and went, right, okay, what's more in line with what she would wear? What's more in line with what I want to do with her? And how I want to develop the character going forward. And then I ended up designing that gear I wear now myself. So I drew that up. The entire inspiration behind what I do is the Hellraiser franchise. So I took inspiration from Pinhead himself. I took inspiration from the female Cenobite, from Chatterer, from the Engineer, and kind of combined their like faux leather skins that they have with like their impalings and piercings, and with influences of H.R. Geiger, and kind of took that and then developed the suit that I now have, which is a 2-piece piece of gear. And it's got the little chains on the sides of my waist, and it's, yeah.
Oh, wow. Awesome. Do you remember your first match, and who was it?
I do remember my first match took place in November of 2023, and it was against a man called David McDonald, who is now retired, unfortunately, because he's a pilot.
Do you find it was a tough match for you because it was your first match, or do you think you were mentally ready for that whole journey?
I was pushing myself to be mentally ready. I ended up subbing in for someone. I wasn't originally intended to be on the card. A friend of mine, David Metters, who is now also unfortunately retired. This isn't going to be a running thing. It's just unfortunately these two guys have retired.
It's you.
It's me, definitely. I'm removing the competition.
It's Kane. It's definitely Kane.
No, so my friend David Metters, he had broken his arm pretty severely leading up to the match that he was scheduled for. And I spoke to our head coach at the time, Jack Jester, and basically went, I'm ready, I've got the gear, sub me in. And he came back to me after I sent him some photos over with my gear and the gimmick, and he went, "Yeah, cool, you're on." And that's how I ended up getting my debut. And it was a lot of work. It always is for your debut. You spend the time, you take the effort, you make sure everything is right, and then inevitably something goes wrong, because of course it does. It's live entertainment. Thankfully, nothing serious, but it's wrestling. And yeah, got through it. I don't remember much of it because of adrenaline, but I remember that I had a lot of fun, and I had a very good cry afterwards because I was deeply proud of myself.
Oh boy. Is there any wrestlers within your organization you work with they've been dying to work with? Because I know one that you said insane. Immediately I saw the purple and I saw them dreadlocks. Is she on your list? You know who I'm talking about.
Oh, I know you're talking about Rio.
Yes. Are you ready for that fire? Do you want to bring that in your wheelhouse yet?
I would love to work with Rio. Not even just in an in-ring capacity. I'd love to train with Rio. Everything she does, I admire. I think she's brilliant in every regard, in her promo, in her fitness, in the way she wrestles, in how she conducts herself in the character. She is fantastic. There's actually one interaction that I remember so well with her. I think it was the first time I'd met her, and I'd just seen her wrestle because I was doing ring crew for an ICW show. And I went to her afterwards, introduced myself, and I said, "Hey, that was fantastic." And she asked me if I had any feedback for her. And I was taken aback because I'd only been training for about 6 to 8 months at that point. And I was like, what do you mean you want feedback from me? I've just watched you go in there and decimate and be amazing. And then you've come to me and asked for feedback.
I'm absolutely jealous every time someone says, one of my UK guests say they got a chance to work or talk to Riho. I got jealous, not like a girl, like instant jealousy. Like I get like add fake tears. I'm so jealous.
She's fantastic.
On Dudes At Ringside. She's been on here, and I saw her at WrestleMania in Philadelphia, and I was kicking everything in my room that wouldn't break a toe. I was like, damn it, I should have went. I should have.
No. And now she's ICW World Heavyweight Champion.
She's been on here as champion. So like the one that's on my list that has always been on my list. I've spoken to her billions of times. Don't get mad at me if you're watching this, and I hope she is. Lizzie Ava. Another one. Is she on your list too?
I'd love to work with Lizzie Eva. Yeah.
She's another one that's been. I wanted to work with her. We talk all the time on Instagram. Lizzie Ava is one of those people. Character-wise, she'd probably take my glasses outside. We got to go on eBay at Lizzie and get an extra pair of nice red glasses for me. So if you want to snap them in my face and then flip me off, that'll be fine. But don't break the originals.
Yeah, he's very Liverpudlian.
Yeah, they cost non-prescription red glasses are expensive. Remember, repeat that, fans. Wrestlers that want to break my glasses, they're expensive. I'll let you break them, Venus. Okay.
Excellent, thank you.
But then you have to remember, glasses are expensive.
Not in the UK.
Get me a bag. Just get me a bag of red glasses. I could just stick them in my jacket, and then
they're not gonna have lenses in them because I'm just gonna have bought them off of Amazon.
Yeah, like they're. You could just mock these and just get a pair of red glasses and pop all the lenses out, and then mock these ones and just keep breaking them and be like, did it? Turn around, you're like, get it, and I'm like, yeah, keep pulling them on. You're like, tell me when to get into the original, so I don't keep breaking them.
No, I'll just keep breaking them.
Joe, this cost me like $35 on Amazon.
And I'm just going to keep breaking them.
Yeah, everybody in the back is just laughing hysterically. The promoter's like, oh, geez, how much is that cost? How much is this costing us? Like the day of a show. Because I know a lot of wrestlers, they go crazy like the day before with like prep and getting themselves ready. Like, how is it for you, like, the day before a show? Is it hectic?
It's not necessarily hectic. Oftentimes, the day before a show, I'm doing something else. So I'll be at work or I'll be at university. It's not necessarily hectic, it's more anxious. Like, I'm making sure that my bag is packed. I'm making sure I've got everything I need. My gear, my wrist tape, my boots, my knee pads, my makeup. Because I wear a lot of makeup. And Yeah, it's not necessarily hectic. It's I'm going back and forth checking, making sure I've gotten everything 14 times. I'm making sure that I've been to the gym enough in the week. I'm making sure that I've been to training enough in the week. I'm making sure that I have the match memorized and ready to go, and I'm good. And I'm just running over everything in my head and making sure I am as ready as possible.
So, like, does it take you like a day? Does it take you an hour to get the bag ready that with all the gear in it, or do you know especially what gear you're wearing because then your opponent could be like clashing with your outfit, like stuff like that?
So I presently only wear the one set of gear, which is that like black one suit. I only have that one. I think it fits the character too well. I love it too much. That presently that's all I wear because it just embodies what I'm doing. So I just keep my bag packed. It's always ready to go.
Okay, cool.
Moment's notice, that bag is ready.
That's gotta be.
Yeah,
you gotta be moment's notice because you never know.
Yeah,
but
I get a phone call. Come to the other side of Scotland. Yeah, sure. Why not?
Oh boy. What would you say would be like your ideal playlist on the headphones or in for the car, like, or for your phone when you're like going to practice? What's going through your headphones as you're going to practice?
It's a lot of metal, and I can't lie. It's a lot of.
Do you
want
to do a top 10, like a top 10 for us?
Oh yeah, sure, okay. Both of the songs I've used for my entrance music are on there. So I've got The Box by their name's escaping me. Hold on, let me pull up my Spotify because I am completely blanking on names of everyone.
Follow us on Spotify under the Joe Panther Variety Show.
Absolutely do that.
Yes, you'll be hearing this episode sooner or later. Yeah.
Ice Nine Kills.
Ooh.
So The Box by Ice Nine Kills, which is the song about Hellraiser.
You have to send me that name so I can send it to one of my favorite rocker friends, Logan. She's like cool. Logan,
yeah,
gave you a shout out. What's up, girl? Logie.
Yeah, so that's my current entrance music.
Okay, cool. Who else would be in your top 10? Let's hear this fun metal fun.
I've got Coheed and Cambria. They're a band based out of New York.
Well, I know them. Yep.
Yeah. So a lot of their new album has been on repeat. Someone Who Can, especially, fantastic track. The rest is pretty much taken up by Ghost.
Ooh.
I've had their latest album Skeletor on repeat pretty much. Every time I'm walking to training, I hit play and Peacefield starts blaring, and I'm just like, excellent. I'm hyped. I'm ready. I'm good to wrestle. Because a lot of what I take inspiration from, kind of on the religious aspect of what I do, I have taken inspiration from Ghost in some respect. Like a lot of my Instagram posts are utilizing their music, or they have references to their music. I have a couple of references to Coheed as well. Like music is a lot very fundamental to who I am as a person, and is reflected in how I reference things with my wrestling.
So what would you say do you bring a lunch or dinner with you before a show, or do you like try to get a bite to eat as you're walking home after a show?
So it can depend. Oftentimes we'll kind of go get food as a group, because for the majority of shows, whether you're on it or you're just helping, it can be early starts. So sometimes it can be as early as like 8 or 9. Sometimes it's slightly later. But we've got to go and pick up the ring, go and get it set up, make sure everything is fine and good. And then it's then we can go get food. And we'll all go together. There's a huge amount of camaraderie at our school.
I like that.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Because we'll all have helped put up the ring. We'll all have helped with ring crew. We'll all be making sure that everything is safe and as good as it could be. And then we'll all go out for food. We'll have a chat. We'll prepare ourselves for the show. We'll make sure we know everything is. If anyone's got gimmicks or weapons that they want to use, they'll make sure they know and tell us. where they want it put. And then we'll go back, we'll set up the show, recheck everything, and then we're good to go.
Oh,
We're very on our feet here because we need to be, because we are as much looking after the wrestlers on the show as we would be as if we were on the show.
Mm-hmm.
It's all our responsibility. It's all about paying it forward. It's all about loving what you do and taking part in as much of what you do as possible.
So what has been the craziest spot you've ever taken in a match?
Ooh, craziest spot.
My favorite question to ask everybody. I get a different one every time, so I can't wait to hear yours.
So I've not taken anything particularly nasty yet. I have ideas for some fun stuff eventually, but presently it's not been that wild. What would be the craziest spot I've taken? I'd say probably my first swanton off the top ropes.
Ooh.
I've never done it since.
Oh no! Oh no!
But I did it in my debut match because I was dead set on getting the swanton in because I've been practicing it for weeks. And yeah, I went up, nearly slipped and fell, but still managed to miss the swanton and eat a pin afterwards.
Oh wow! So you missed? You missed the table, or you missed the wrestler?
I missed the wrestler. Like the guy moved out the way.
Oh, I was about to say, oh no! Like I thought you were doing the swanton. You did not notice the wrestler where they were laying, and then you totally missed. You hit the backs of their legs. I'm like,
nah. He moved out of the way. He was too smart for me.
If you know American movies, just a bit outside.
Yeah, no, he was too smart. He was too quick.
Oh, well, you lived and you learned, didn't you? You made a mistake, and
yeah. And now I don't do it again. Instead, I throw them out of the ring.
Or they say back that, what did you learn?
Yeah, I learned not to do a swanton because they will. I've not taken color in a match yet, though.
There's a female wrestler. I don't know if you're
color.
She's from America
by accident, but
Mickey. What you want to talk about that?
I don't mind. It was one time the guy I was wrestling, Ben Rogers, whipped him into the post, and there was something on it that cut a chunk out of his back.
Oof!
It was the main event of the night as well. It was us two. It was about halfway through the match, and I just hard buckled him, sent him through, and then I sold forward, and I put him in a camel clutch, and I just noticed that his back's bleeding. And the audience has noticed it at this point as well. And this is meant to be a family-friendly show. Like, this isn't supposed to happen completely on accident. We didn't plan for this to happen. But I'm camel clutching this guy and his back's bleeding. Like, and I got questions after. It was like, did you know that Ben bled? And I'm like, yeah, I'm aware that Ben bled. I'm very aware that Ben bled.
I wonder if they got a violation because you said it's family friendly. There was not supposed to be color. Like,
nah. It's not like that. It was because they knew it was an accident. These things happen. We did our best not to showcase it. And it was towards the end of the match anyway, so it was just kind of finish the match, continue on.
Okay.
That sort of stuff.
So when it comes to we're in Spooky Wrestling Month. Who, if you had to do a Mount Rushmore of the slasher boys, who would be in your Mount Rushmore?
Of just slasher villains in general?
Yeah.
Ghostface.
Okay.
Immediately. I think the first Scream movie definitely is fantastic. The second one is there. The rest of them exist, and then 5 and 6 are great. But I mean, Ghostface just as a character exists beyond those. He's too much of a pop culture icon not to be on there. Michael Myers, purely because he's the OG. He's been here since the beginning. He'll be here long after we're gone. And yeah, who else? I mean, Pinhead. I know he's technically not a slasher, but Pinhead is
He's-
again the
I think he's
inspiration
more mental than
Yeah,
anything.
absolutely.
He's mental.
But I mean,
No, he's a slasher. He talks crap to you as he's about to kill you. He's like,
yeah, he tears your soul apart, and then he completely tears your body apart, like I will.
Thanks. What?
Yeah, so Pinhead definitely is on there. My big inspiration. Everything I do is to do in some way, and has come from Hellraiser because of how much I love it. And then I probably have to put Freddy Krueger as the last one. I've never been much of a Friday the 13th fan.
Jason's movies are good, but like you really have to be deeply into them. You know what I mean?
The issue is, to be fair, all of them have the same problems of as they go on, the sequels get worse. But Jason for me has never been particularly interesting. He's like, they tried to make him interesting, and then they sent him to space, and it's
that one pissed me off. I was like, dude, come on.
It's fine. They sent Pinhead to space as well, and it was equally as bad.
I didn't see that one. When was that one from? Oh,
I think that's Hellraiser 4. I could be wrong, but it's one of the Hellraisers. He goes to space.
His pins have little icicles on them. He's trying too hard at that time.
One of them is just floating out of his head, like.
Oh jeez, he's like, ooh.
It's not a good movie.
Yeah. Oh god, I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad you warned me before I went to search after we're done now. Like,
Hellraiser 1 and 2, phenomenal films. I really liked the remake from 2022. Not a lot of people talk about that. But then Hellraiser 3 and 4 are bad.
I heard they were supposed to do a remake.
Yeah, they did it. It came out in 2022.
I don't know that they're doing another one or something like that. I forgot that.
I've not heard anything about that. I know they're doing like Clive Barker had Books of Blood that came out a couple of years ago as well, but I've not heard anything about more Hellraiser. There's a game coming out, Hellraiser Revival.
That's what it is. Game.
Yeah, there's a game. I'm looking forward to that.
Awesome. You say when you go out to eat, what would you say would you be like your favorite meal to have after a show?
Something stodgy.
Ooh.
Like not quite fat and greasy, but like something stodgy. I love a good bowl of ramen.
Ooh.
And just the mixture of kind of the warm comfort after I've taken a beating, mixed with wonderful flavors of Japanese cooking. Yeah, a bowl of ramen.
Oof.
Like a bowl of ramen.
Like, have you ever been to like a different country where they make the ramen in front of you, like a ramen, like one of those like
unfortunately not. I'd love to though. My brother is going to be living over in Japan for a year.
I know where you're going.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go see him, and I'm gonna go and do all of the food that I want.
Am I gonna get a video with you like getting off the plane, and then the next video, I'm in Japan.
Well, hopefully I'll be wrestling out there at some point. So
that's always my favorite thing to hear from wrestlers. I want to go to Japan, and then I see like a year later their videos and landing in Japan. I made it. And I'm like,
I'd love to do Stardom. Like, Stardom's the goal.
I think your character would fit really well in Stardom, like the darkness, dark character. Fans, you think fans don't like the dark characters? They do.
Fans love the dark character. Like, I mean, you look at how hard Bray got over, consistently throughout everything he did, and it was always because it was the dark characters that still leaned into the campiness of wrestling, but told deeply personal and emotional stories, and that's kind of what I'm trying to do with Venus.
Yeah, definitely. It's like if people didn't like dark, weird characters, they would have never done it this year at Halloween Horror Night. They would never had a house.
Exactly. Like the fact that his legacy and his story is still continuing after he's dead is tantamount to the fact that people are interested in spooky characters with nuance and intrigue, and don't necessarily just want goth for goth's sake. They want people to be living and breathing the gimmick and being creative with how they present themselves. And I hope I'm living up to that. I don't know.
You're doing a great job. And I love your promos always hit the deepest. Like, do you ever have fans message you about your promo skills and like the way you are when you're at shows? What's the reaction to fans when they see you walking around or see you at a table? Or like you do a table, or you do like typical heel or typical scary character you never debut to the fans unless you're on the ramp?
So I work pretty much primarily heel. I interact very rarely and with as much, I guess, detente as possible. I try and keep myself to myself and try and live the character, so that even if fans are seeing me, they're seeing Venus. So I try and steer myself clear, purely because the idea behind her is that she's a loner. She's doing things herself. She doesn't want to be involved with other people. And that kind of reflects on how she treats the fans. She sees them as greedy and gluttonous. They are here primarily for their own entertainment, to see sick and twisted things performed to other people. And while she's giving them that, she's also criticizing them for wanting that. So I try and keep myself separate from the fans. But I have had a couple of interactions where I've been working like backstage crew for ICW. There was a specifically after we went to Raw, because we were lucky enough to be invited by the WWE. We went to Raw. We watched. We enjoyed the show. We were doing an ICW show immediately following it, called After Hours, which is basically the concept is the WWE's done a show, and now you can come and see adult wrestling, and we're gonna fight each other with weapons, and probably there's gonna be blood, and it's everything that you expect from ICW: explicit, adult, drinking. And I was wandering around doing some stuff and kind of rushing about, making sure everything was good to go, but I was still in my kind of. I went to Raw in gimmick, essentially, because I dress fairly gothic anyway. I'm quite a gothic girl, and I had my hood up, so I was kind of hiding myself and making sure. And I had to push through a bunch of fans, and multiple people went, "That's Venus! That's Venus!" And at this point, I'd only had one match on ICW. I still have only had one match on ICW, and I'm still getting recognized on the shows. So I mean, evidently, people have recognized what I do, which is appreciated. But I haven't had any messages about my promos or anything. I've had good reaction to what I'm doing, and I've had some fantastic feedback on my promos from Isla Dawn.
Oh, wow!
I was at a seminar with her a couple of weeks ago that GPWA hosted, and she gave me some fantastic feedback on my promos.
That's cool. That's really cool. Did it hit you in a special place that a wrestler like that gave you?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely, it did. She's been an idol of mine, especially obviously what she was doing with Unholy Union. But she's been an idol of mine for pretty much as long as I've been watching wrestling. And to get that level of feedback from someone who is as entrenched in character wrestling as I am was monumental and made me feel on top of the world. It was brilliant.
Awesome. Are you ever thinking about coming to the United States to wrestle?
I'd love to. I really, really would. It is on my list.
I really hope you can come.
I also hope I can come. Like, I'd love to. Like, I've been to New York several times. I love it there. I'd love to come over and do multiple shows in New York.
Let me know.
I will do. I'd love to come over and wrestle in New York. I'd love to wrestle all over the States if possible.
PA has some really good ones. We have PPW, which I frequent all the time. That's like my hub. There's some British wrestlers coming over in October. We have the Lankadors from LWF, the tag team, and a female wrestler is actually debuting tonight, even though we're recording this in September. But tonight I couldn't make it to the show because I really don't have any wrestling friends. I technically don't call myself a loner, but not many people in my area watch wrestling, and I'm kind of like, every time I even mention wrestling, it's like, I do a podcast. What's about pro wrestling? What pro wrestling? You beat me up? You're gonna attack me? No? Stare at me like I'm a dumbass? Got it. Really hope you can come to the States. It'd be nice to meet you, take a picture, say we're really cool, and then have you yell out, "Joe was the coolest podcaster ever." No reaction, I guess not.
I'll likely just call you a sinner and then give someone a Uranagi.
Remember, red glasses snapped. Like,
absolutely in half. Several times.
Oh yes, and then just hand them to me all crushed. I'll be like, "Those were the original." Oh my god, I forgot. like,
no, I know. Progress. They're paired up with and do a lot of shows over in America because I know Rio obviously was over for WrestleMania and was doing some shows with Progress. Progress is a company based out of London that I'd love to work with as well.
A lot of good ones.
Yeah. No.
When I saw her at Mania, I nearly threw my phone through my bed. I was like, "Damn, I should have went to Mania." like,
yeah, no, I know she was over and has wrestled over in the States a couple of times.
Yeah.
But I'd love to do the States. I'd love to do Japan. I'd love to do most of Europe, to be honest.
Yeah.
Just everywhere. I just like wrestling.
Yeah, me too. I took my first bump and I already want to stay. I'm like, they're telling me they're doing the arrow thing to me at the door. Like they're like, "Joe, you're good.
It's addictive. It bites you."
Seeing you, Joe. No, it was great. I feel so good. Then they're like, "Yeah, Joe, but the doors are here. You can go back to being in the podcast side." But I like it here. It's comfortable. And they're like, "No, Joe, there's no air conditioning on that side of the river and that the rope, and they're all farting over there, and they smell like they smell like deodorant. There's no deodorant on that side. And they all smell like BO. Like, I want to be on this side of the rope. I want to be where all the cool people are. No, Joe, you go back on the side where it says podcasts. But I want to be comfortable. Like that's my life. But if any of my fans want to pick up anything of yours, I know they're all worms and slugs. But can anybody get anything of yours yet?
Not presently. I'm still working out some stuff for merch. But as soon as it's ready, I will let everyone know.
Okay. Well, don't forget to collab with me if you get anything, like any news about any merch or anything. I definitely like to help you.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
That's my job, without getting paid for it. I know. Stupid.
For the love of the game.
Stupid Joe. Stupid noob.
All for the love of the game.
Yes, that's me. Stupid noob. But I want to thank you so much, Venus, for taking this opportunity and help me in the middle of Spooky Wrestling Month. If my fans want to follow you on social media, even though you don't care what they think, but if they want to follow you, how can they find you?
So you can find me at Venus Rise Wrestling on Instagram and at Venus__rising on Twitter, or X.
Yeah, right below on her thing. You see that right there? Ooh, there it goes.
Little tag there. That's my Instagram handle. If you want to find me, keep up to date with me, that's where I am.
Awesome, Venus. Thank you so much. I am Joe Panther III.
And I am Venus.
Don't forget to follow her on all social medias. Follow Dudes at Ringside Podcast on Instagram and follow us here. So don't just like. Where's that little button that helps me out now? Where are you, button? Where are you? Where are you? There you go. Bam. Like, subscribe, and share for all the funs with Joe and his friends. And we will catch you in the next one.